Hey guys, Carrier Pops, and welcome to a Batman video. Specifically, what I like to call my ultimate Batsuit. Basically, what this video is gonna be about is gonna be a showcase of me creating my latest Batsuit. If you guys don't know how I started doing cosplay tutorials on this channel, is I did my first Batman suit. Um, first Batman suit on this channel. I never covered it. I did cover it once, but it was a long time ago that I did a Batman suit, but I wanted to do a proper one as a tutorial. And now this is going to be the last Batman suit that I'll ever make as a tutorial. Reason is because I call it my ultimate Batsuit. It's basically my idea of the perfect Batsuit for me. And taking like little hints and inspirations for other Batsuits and put into one. So that's what I created. This is not gonna be a tutorial series. This is most likely gonna be a showcase. It's gonna be an hour long time lapse of everything that I did and all the steps that I took to create this Batsuit. Reason is because I've done so many Batsuit tutorials that all the tutorials that I've done, you can watch them, and all those techniques and new stuff that I learned over the years are applied to this video, and so it's self-explanatory as well. Also, I'm gonna be going over with text and some voiceover over the video how I did some certain stuff to go in detail. So yeah, this video is gonna be over an hour long, guys. If you guys want to pause and come back later, that's cool, up to you guys. But if you guys want to write out the whole hour just to watch me create a Batsuit from step 1 to step 2, which is finish Batsuit and everything that I did, that'll be awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, for tuning in and watching this video. Thank you guys again for the support you guys have been giving me on this channel. I know I haven't been as active as much. I've just been working on commissions and also doing design stuff. And I'll be talking about that in an update. If the update comes out first and then this comes out second, then you guys already know what's going to be going on behind the scenes. So thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy this hour-long Batsuit build. Alright guys, and welcome to my ultimate Batsuit, little time lapse. So as you guys can see, I always, with a new bodysuit or whatever template that involves fabric, I'm always going to be creating my own patterns, and so I can end up tracing. What I did for this one, because I'm going to be using the bodysuit pattern twice, one for the muscle suit and one for the main bodysuit, what I did is I created the details on top of the fabric paper that I have. One is going to be easier because the fabric paper has 1-inch blocks and it tells me how much spacing it needs for each pattern and lines that I do. So this helped me a lot when it came down to puffy painting all the lines. So I'm going to be tracing, you guys are going to be tracing everything. Basically, I use the clothes that I use in a daily wear or that has like a good fitting on me that I want it over the muscle suit and just the bodysuit in general. So you guys gonna see me trace everything, and then also you guys gonna see me create lines based on the drawings that I've done before. Based on the drawings that you guys saw at the beginning of this video. Basically, I drew all I drew the Batsuit. I did my own design and took inspiration from other Batsuits, and then I wanted to create some wanted to do some texture lines. At first, my first thought and idea was that I was gonna cut the fabric and just sew it together, but that wouldn't have not worked out so well because I would have needed a lot more fabric than what I already have from other Batsuits. So I just opted out to doing puffy paint, and I was so happy that I did the puffy paint better because I love the raised texture and the raised lines in the suit. So you guys are gonna see me trace everything. You're gonna see me create patterns, draw lines on the fabric pattern itself, and then after that, I'm gonna be cutting the suits. I'll take a recording of myself doing that because it's pretty self-explanatory. So you guys basically gonna see me draw the puffy, do the puffy paint, and then sew it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are excited for this hour-long time lapse. I know it's pretty long. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to make this into a tutorial series because this is self-explanatory what I'm doing, and also I'm gonna be going over. So enjoy the video. for what I did here, for me creating the puffy paint lines and knowing where to place them and not have it be like out of like not symmetrical. What I did is I did little dots to show me and where to place and do the puffy paint line. So you guys gonna see me just do little dots here and there, here and there, here and there, and then I go over with the puffy paint line, and then you guys see the actual line that I did. This actually helped me a lot, and it was so much easier than just guessing and just drawing along the fabric and be like, oh, I messed up, I can't go over it now, I gotta do it all over again. And this saved me a lot of time, like a lot of time. Like it wasn't even funny. Basically how I did with the puffy paint is I took the black tulip puffy paint, which is like a glossy black, and then I took the metallic silver to add some highlights to the line, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I basically puffy painted all the erased lines on the whole suit. Then after that I sewed it together so it can be symmetrical. Some parts didn't come out symmetrical because I didn't get stretched properly, but almost all of them did, and that's all that matters, and I was just super happy how it turned out. As you guys can see, I'm doing that again. I'm doing little dots, and then I can go over with the puffy paint line, and it's not gonna be that noticeable with the puffy paint, because puffy paint is hiding the marker lines. So that's basically pretty self-explanatory on what I did, and yeah, I'll be coming back again and explaining everything more in detail on how I created this Batsuit. Guys, and here is me sewing the bodysuit together after the puffy paint lines. Granted, some of the puffy paint lines didn't meet on how I sewed it, but the front part of the suit is mostly symmetrical, and that's all that mattered to me, and I was just super happy with how it turned out. It was a lot of finicking around because sewing with the bodysuit and then sewing with the puffy paint lines made the needle almost break, and I was just scared because I was down to my last 2 needles and I didn't want that. So that's basically what I did. I sewed the bodysuit after I did all the puffy paint lines, because if I sewed the bodysuit and then did the puffy paint lines, it would have been symmetrical, yes, but it would have been harder to do that, because I would have to be moving the pieces constantly, and then the puffy paint would get smudged. And I learned that the hard way when I did my Justice League Batsuit, and it just wasn't a good time that I was smudging and the paint was just going everywhere. So I'm sewing everything, and then probably after that, the next part is just gonna be me doing the muscle suit, and I'm gonna talk about how I did the muscle suit the same way as I do my other muscle suits. So keep watching the video, guys, and hopefully you guys learn something from this new Batsuit. It wouldn't be Batman with a muscle suit unless you're really muscular, but still your muscle definition would not go through. So for this new muscle suit, I know I've created so many muscle suits, it's not even funny. I've probably created like over almost 10 now. But this muscle suit is gonna be different, and you're asking why? Because this muscle suit is designed to be used for every other character as well. I have my All Might muscle suit, which is ridiculous, and you can't use nothing else with that. I have my Power Ranger muscle suit, which was basically part of my old Batman suit, but it wasn't good proportion wise. But these are the patterns of my own muscles that I created. That I mean, I looked at the human anatomy, the human body, how every muscle is, and I tried to go as realistic as I can. You know, also being that it's upholstery foam, it's not gonna be as dense or as thick, but it's still gonna be trying to go as realistic as possible. So basically, this muscle is created in the mind that I can use it with any other character, and it will still look good, even with my body weight, or even for my body type. So that's basically what it is. This is basically that muscle. You guys are gonna see me do it. Trace, cut, and then glue it on the muscle, the bodysuit for the muscle suit itself, which is pretty self-explanatory. And yes, that's basically what this part of this video, me creating a muscle suit, and then later on I'll be explaining something else. guys, and here it is. This is basically me gonna be tracing all the parts that I need for the Batsuit. The emblem, the gauntlets, the boots, the shins, everything that I need. All of these are basically all my own patterns and patterns that I've made and modified to my own. There's gonna be patterns. I'm gonna be putting it. Actually, I'm gonna be putting a link down to my Etsy store in the link description, so you guys can go and buy patterns as well. Because my Etsy store has been doing great lately, and I'm grateful for the people that's been buying it. All the patterns that I have. Also, there's gonna be more pattern. There's gonna be more patterns added to the Etsy store. There's actually gonna be items as well. There's gonna be new items that I'm gonna be adding that are made to order or that I have in stock. Most likely, all the items I'm gonna be having there is gonna be made to order. So as you guys can see, I traced everything, and I didn't record myself cutting out everything because it's self-explanatory. But you guys are gonna see me glue almost everything together, so you guys can have a basic understanding on what I did. So enjoy the rest of the video. I'll come back again explaining something in detail on what I did. Guys, well, what I did is also, this is a good tip. If you guys have cosplay costumes or cosplay props that you don't need no more, or you want to rework or fix it, it's always good to keep those cosplay props at the side and just not tear it apart, but take out the part that just take it up the parts that you don't need and sacrifice the like parts that you don't need and keep the parts that are important to you. That's what I did. Basically, for this Batman belt, I just took my old Justice League belt that I had and I just fixed it up for this new Batsuit that I had, and it worked out fine. And this actually saved me a lot of time as well. I just fixed it, I repainted it, and it looked better than what it did before. So this is just a quick little tip. If you guys have old costumes that you want to repurpose again, or just there's some materials in the costume that you guys want to use it for your new cosplay, go for it. It's gonna save you time, and most important, it's gonna save you money as well if you know what you're doing properly and you repurpose it for it. So that's just basically my little tip here, and you guys are gonna see me create a new belt for this Batman belt that I'm creating. So yeah, just a quick little cosplay tip that can save you time. how the deal is when it comes to covering and painting foam props. What I usually do is I do 1 to 3 layers of Mod Podge. I let each layer dry so it can become tacky to like tacky and dry to the touch. And after all those 3 layers are done, I go back with a matte black paint, and that acts like a primer. Because before I never used to prime my stuff. I would just apply the paint on it, and it would just be a nightmare because it wouldn't cover properly. It wouldn't have good coverage. So basically what I do is right now I do 3 layers of Mod Podge, and I do 1 to 2 layers of the matte black paint that can act like a primer, and then I do another 1 to 2 layers of the final color that I desire. This works out so much better. There's more even coverage, and there's less cracking now with the foam, which is a very big plus. And like as well, like every piece of every material or every foam is different. Sometimes they require less layers, sometimes they require more. I always just experiment. This is what I basically has worked out for me in the past, and I keep doing it, and it still works till today on foam. This type of foam that I use, and I love using because it's so easy to come by that it's amazing. I just love using this foam. So yeah, that's what I do. 3 layers of Mod Podge, 1 to 2 layers of primer, and then 1 to 2 layers of the desired final paint color that I use. So you guys are gonna see me paint. You guys are gonna see me coat, paint, and then the final paint on the foam props that I use for my Batman. this part where basically I kind of forgot I needed to create some, not boot covers, but like some shoe covers, so I can glue on the details of the shin armor, of the shin legs, and the boot armor. Basically right here I'm doing it now because this part of the shin armor goes over the boot covers that I originally had for my Justice League shin legs boot covers, and they just go over the foam, and it looks really good. I'm happy with how they turned out. Basically is I took some black fabric that I had left over and I created some shoe covers. Most likely I'm gonna be going back to it because I didn't like how they turned out. I used some fabric adhesive, but it didn't stick enough, so I'm most likely gonna go back, make new ones, and actually sew with the sewing machine, which will be a lot better. So yeah, right now basically you guys are gonna see me use the fabric adhesive, and then after that glue the shoe armor on top of the shoe covers, and then you guys are gonna see how the leg armor, how the shin covers goes over their boots, and how it all goes together. So yeah, just a quick little thing that I did, just self-explanatory, and I just wanted to go in depth a little bit more so you guys can understand. This is actually the part that I kind of had the most fun with. I've had this piece of fabric. You guys are gonna see it later in the video. I've had this piece of fabric for the past like couple 2 to 3 years or so. And I never knew what to do with it. I knew it was a good fabric to use for a Batman cosplay, but I didn't know when was the right time or how to use it properly. So, but like over the years, I learned how to cover foam pieces with like fabric. And then in creating this ultimate Batsuit, I found that I have this fabric just laying around my room, and I told myself I have to use this fabric. As you guys can see, the fabric is flipped the other side so I can trace it. I actually found this fabric at Walmart, and I can't find that again anytime. I look up online and put up the description how the fabric looks like. I can't. But luckily, I'm happy that I saved a big enough piece that I can just scan it on my printer and then send it to like a fabric printing company that can just print out like the same fabric texture or fabric pattern again. So most definitely I'm gonna be doing that because I just love the design of this fabric, and it goes really well with a Batman design suit that I can't give it up yet. So you guys are gonna see me basically tracing everything. And then after I trace everything, I cut it out, and I'm gonna be gluing it over the foam, and that's gonna act as the details that I need for the foam pieces. So you guys can see I did some foam detail, I did some bodysuit details, but it didn't work out on the design because after looking at it for a while, it just didn't work. It didn't work, it didn't go well, but I'm happy with the decision that I took. And I was happy because I ended up having more fabric than what I anticipated. So that's always a plus. So yeah, you guys are gonna see me trace. I'm gonna be cutting everything out, and I'm gonna be gluing it, and then I'm actually gonna be gluing it on top of the bodysuit. And after that, I'm gonna be explaining more in detail on the other parts of the suit. And here I am, guys. I am actually gluing everything to the bodysuit itself. Also, how I planned to do this bodysuit, this is not like a one-piece bodysuit. This is actually a two-piece bodysuit. Like the leg and the shirt are two different bodysuits, so it can be easier for me to take on and put on, take off and put on, and just take it out, hang it up, and use it for different costumes. And most likely, I'm gonna be doing that a lot more now for two-piece bodysuits because it's so much easier than just like struggling on just doing a one piece, and just like it just takes up too much space having a one-piece suit. So this basically is a Batman top and a Batman bottom, and it's so much easier. Alright, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm gluing everything. Like I'm using hot glue to have it down, and then I go over it later on with some fabric adhesive that applies to the fabric and the foam, and it just bonds together really well. And I'm just super happy with how it turned out in general. Most likely I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna glue it around the edges again so it can be secure, but that's what it is. I'm basically gluing everything down with hot glue first, and then later on I always go around with the liquid stitch or some contact cement, E600, like super glue for fabric, all the stuff that I have in my room. I legit use them and always trying them out what's best to use. So I recommend that if you guys want to use fabric adhesive, try each one. And if you like the one the most that works for you, use that one and stick to it, because that's what I do. So this video is almost done. I know, guys, it's an hour-long video, but I basically covered everything that I did on this Batman build, and I just wanted to showcase to you guys. And yeah, the emblem, the biggest piece that you can always mess up on. Do not mess it up like I did. It's a little bit slanted and it's killing me, so I'm gonna be fixing that. But enjoy the rest of the video. Guys, we're almost done with this video. We're at the home stretch, so this is gonna be all about the cape. I got me some purple fabric cape because I wanted to do a two-tone color like Batman has in his Rebirth cape, but the purple fabric was really light for me. It was way too light for what I was going for. So basically I got me some purple dye, and I basically dyed the fabric. And when I mean I dyed the fabric, I dyed the fabric, I put the purple dye, I let it sit there. It was a day process. It was like the whole day process. I started early in the morning, and then I ended like almost like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night, just dyeing it. And that basically was mixing it, I was shaking it, I was getting rid of any remaining dye. I was drying it and then throwing out the water, doing it again, and it was just a whole process. So basically you guys didn't get to see all of that because it was a big process. And also here is me creating the cape, because I got black fabric and I got the purple fabric, so I can basically just create my own cape. And what I did is I tried as much to make it as like hard edges like Batman has on his cape, because he doesn't have just like a perfect circle. His cape has hard edges, and most likely I'll try to fix the cape again in the future, because I want the cape to be longer. Is that right now it's actually like above my ankles a little bit, but I want it to be drapey on the floor, and that's something that I'll most likely end up doing. I'll be using I'll most likely make another cape again, because I know what to do. I know what to do and what not to do now. I'm making this cape, so it'll be easier for me. And also I tried to do panels as well with the cape. I honestly give like a round of applause for people that make panels on the capes, because it was so frustrating and I messed up a lot. I mean a lot. Like, it was just frustrating on how I did this cape, but it ended up looking good, and I was just super happy. So you guys are basically gonna see me sew the black and the purple capes together, and it's gonna have paneling, and I'm gonna be putting it on my suit. So that's basically it, and the video is almost done. After this video is done, it's gonna be pictures of me wearing this suit and showcasing it to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. There's probably one last little detail that I'm gonna be explaining on what I did, and then the suit will be finished and you guys can see it. at the last part. So basically, if you guys did not see me, oh, you didn't make a cowl. You usually make cowls for your Batman suits. I already had this amazing cowl that my girlfriend got me as a gift from Ryan Eaton. And I just want to say, man, thank you again for this amazing cowl that you create. Your work is like beyond amazing. You have like a gifted talent. And I'm happy that I'm using one of your pieces as a piece from a Batman suit. And I'm happy you actually like the suit too, man, because I sent you pictures of the progress in the Batman suit, and you were stoked to see the final result. So what I did basically is I looked up online. Some people have added zippers to the back of the cowl so it can be easier to put on, and that's what I did. I added a zipper to the back of the Batman cowl and the neck piece so it can be easier to put on and take off, and it worked. It worked perfectly. But the only problem is I have such a long neck that the cowl does not rest on my shoulders. It basically just floats a little bit more. I was considering that I want to add padding on my suit so it can just stay like that, but I'm also considering that I'm gonna be cutting the neck piece from the cowl. Yes, it's gonna be heartbreaking because I don't want to cut this beautiful cowl anymore, but I'm gonna end up doing this so I can sit flush and I can actually move my neck around with the cowl. So most likely I'm gonna be making like a balaclava, which basically goes under the cowl so I can put it on, so I can have an ease of putting it on and taking it off. So that's what I did. I basically cut it in the back. I put a zipper, I super glued it. I used Gorilla super glue with the brush, and having a brush is so much easier because you can control the super glue like that. So that's what I did. And yeah, you guys are gonna basically see me taking the cowl off and on, testing it to see if it worked fine, and just letting it dry with the zipper and the super glue. So that's what I did, and then at the end of the video, you guys are gonna see the finished suit. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was an hour long. I know I haven't done much on this channel, but I just want to say thank you guys again for the support you guys have been giving me. You guys are amazing, and just thank you again. And hopefully you guys love this ultimate Batsuit, and this is gonna be my final Batsuit that I'll create. So thank you guys so much for watching.